Nefike donated $5. How are you doing today, Strife? Do you have any tourneys or plan doing soon? I am good. I am gonna play in the ESL trainee series this Wednesday, so tomorrow, not or Thursday, I think. So 2 days. It's my next big tournament. It's not really a one-day thing, but probably an 8-week event. Yeah, I think it's better than a N'Zoth list. I mean, yeah, I do think it's better than N'Zoth Control Shaman. Best deck to rank up to in rank 5 to Legend. Reno Mage. I think a lot of people play aggro as they rank up, right? So you can counter them with Reno Mage. It feels like rank like 1 to 5 is most heavily aggro. Like even in Legend, there's less aggro. People start playing control again in Legend, because you know if everyone plays aggro shaman, it's not as good because you can counter it. I get a feeling in rank 1 to 5, it's like the most aggro shaman possible out of any meta. Let's force him to hero power. There's a lot of 4 mana stuff.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
With Thing from Blood, I probably lose the second Wrath. No matter what, I probably lose the Nourish. But he's played 1 Wrath. I need to take a risk. Otherwise, I can try to kill this over 2 turns. I still lose the Nourish. But let's say he just plays a minion and double trades compared to this. Killing it and then AoE next turn or finishing it off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a risk here. I think the biggest trick of this deck is how to get through the early game, because this deck can grind out, like even against a Priesty Soul, even though like the game went so poorly for me, I basically grinded him out with Ragnaros and Ysera, you know, not getting hacks and killing a bunch of minions. But yeah, the early game is what's the hardest to get through with this deck, because there's very few early game cards. You really need to know your matchups, I think, to know how you mulligan to try to stop them. You know, Druid just usually ramps and you need to stop Fandral. I was hoping I could stop with Jade Lightning and a couple of like totems early, you know, if I get a 1/1 or a spell power, but he actually beat me in the early game with his Jade cards. I still think keeping Jade Lightning is correct against Druid. I just needed something else, so with Jade Claws I could have stopped this.
Time waits for no one.
Okay, so this means he doesn't have a Wrath or Nourish. That's really good for me. It means I don't just auto-lose to this Fandral. Continue making it hard for him. It was already hard for him last turn to kill this thing from Blow. Plus next turn we have 6 mana, so we can Jade Lightning and Lava Shock on turn 6, so... At this point, we're not even taking a risk by playing this, because we're like we took a risk last turn by playing the things, so because we could have killed turn 5, but now we can't kill turn 5 anyway, so we can kill turn 6. Alpha Cuz, thanks for the sub. Welcome to the Strife crew. Here is a Crowfist.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
This makes sense that he trades here so I get the free kill and totem. He needs to play around AoE. Still at 1 counter. 3/6 lines up pretty well against this board, 3/3 and 5/3. He can trade Aya in, but then I have Jade Lightning to kill a 4/4. I think Aya's pretty cute. Cute little Pandaren. This guy is pretty ugly, the Jade Golem.
Time waits for no one.
That's still a risk, and that's way too much. Although, I could Lava Shock to finish it off. I'm Lava Shocking next turn, though.
What to do?
His Jade counter is at 5. Elemental Destruction will be good later. Whereas Lightning Storm's not going to be so good later. But I really want to develop Mana Tide this turn to make it awkward for him. Looking at everything, I think this is the best. Like, even though it's good to keep Elemental Destruction over the Lightning Storm, I am probably not going to be able to play... Well, I could play Mana Tide, but it's probably not going to be that good because he will have a 4-1 left over, likely. This way, it's like he's maybe had to interrupt his development turn. I don't have to play Lava Shock this turn because I can still play it next turn. I have 6 mana left over after the Lava Shock. The good thing about this matchup is I don't think the Jade Idols at the end matter because at some point somebody dies to tempo. Unless he goes really crazy with Gadgetzan, it doesn't really come down to the infinite Jade Idol this matchup. I think we kill a 3-6 here. Okay. This makes so much sense. Also, if I roll Spell Power, I can go for the 5-5, right, and then leave a 3-4. Because it's mostly about the life of every minion I'm leaving them, not the attack. All my minions have less than 3 health. So I think a 5-5 is less scary than a 3-6, especially since it has taunt, so it's kind of annoying, the taunt part of it. If I ever play a like, leaving a 5-5 means I can't really play Jade Spirit as easily, though. Stuff like 2-3s. I mean, we have Lightning Storm, too. I'm just so far behind Jade counter. I didn't get many Jade cards, huh? Or maybe I didn't play them yet. My whole hand is Jade cards. His board is incredibly resilient to devolve right now. Nice.
Spectacular.
I need to start catching up. I need a Bran to catch up. I think Bran would be super good to catch up. Jade Claws as well. Cheap Jade card.
Time waits for no one.
I can take a round of 14 to the face because I have Healing Wave. That's fine. Yeah, I should probably just stick to playing minions to try to beat his board. Don't have very many spells left. The later I play Azure Drake, probably the better, since I should probably combo with Maelstrom or Lightning Storm. The later I play, the higher chance I have to play with this spell. So he swipes, he's hitting me for 7. Well, it depends how much he's trading. Then he'll only have a 7/7 left over. That's definitely fine for me. I think I'd rather have a 6/6 taunt than a 5/5.
Warriors, come out to play.
I'm gonna have to take the trade. 5 damage is too much. 5 damage means that if he... I'd be at 11, right? If he has like mulch and then hits me and then Feral Rages, he would kill me. Even though it seems like I can't do 1 damage and I could have had a 5/5 taunt the 6/6 other golem, I think this is better because 5 means that I could die to Feral Rage hero power or swipe. Like I want to force him to make that trade. He didn't go infinite, he put both Jade Idols. Maybe it's just better to devolve here. I have 2 extra mana this turn with Jade Chieftain. It's so risky though in the 9 to 8. I could trade Jade Chieftain. I died a mulch, so that's double trade.
There's little time. Warriors, come out.
What happens to this card if his Jade Golem gets like 12? Like, I don't know what happens, because there's no 11 cost minions. Does it just not work? One reason I made this play is, I don't know how many more Jade cards he has. He has 1 more Jade Behemoth. And that actually might be it, because he's already used both Jade Idols for Jade Golems now. He didn't cycle any. So unless he got, like, lucky with Raven Idol to get a Jade Idol, which would be unfortunate for me, it's very risky for me to go for any other play if I don't trade. And he has 2 cards, so if his cards like Gadgetzan and stuff, I think I can grind him out here. I really need a Hex. Devolve is good on Ancient War. I can't snipe this. Let's look for Maelstrom Portal here.
Who knows what secrets will There's little time. I'm out of cards.
This is 2 Feral Rages, 1 swipe. Oh, did I die to that?
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Time waits for no one.
Oh, they're 10. Okay, the mana cost never goes up past 10. So it actually starts getting better, the Devolve card. Okay, I think that should win me the game.
There's little time. Arise. Elements guide me.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm dead.
Well played.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Control Shaman's always had control issues against other control decks. Kind of true, but Jade changes everything. I mean, the standard Control Shaman without Jade is much different. The reason I kept Sphere Claws here, even though like it's not really important for me to have some damage against majorly, is on one hand there's nothing good to attack, but on the other hand I'm going to be hero powering a lot early game, and this will kind of give me a spell power totem at some point. So it'll still be good, I think. Bloodlust is 1/4 and Burst. Burst is not good against Jade Druid. It's all about board control. I feel like if I ever got board control against Jade Druid, I would win.
I win.
I mean, burst is like it's not that good. I was saying. I think Flame Tongue is better against Druid than Bloodlust is. Jade Druid is rare, and Larry seems to get the matchup a lot. I don't know. I wouldn't run BJH for Jade Druid. I don't even think BJH is good against Jade Druid. Because of course their Jade count gets big enough, but by then it's kind of too late for BJH. BJH is best when it can hit stuff early, and I guess it's just not very good anymore at 5 mana.
Let's make magic.
Taking minion trades are good. I don't think he can snowball too much, even if he has, actually he doesn't have 7. Even if he had Violence Portal, I have the AoE in my hand, so... This might actually be a Tempo Mage, though. He's playing Mana Worm, Cold Sorcerer, Water Elemental. I mean, it's kind of slow for Tempo Mage with the way it played. It could just kind of be some kind of like Reno hybrid Tempo Mage. I haven't seen any duplicates, and if he's running like full tempo, it feels like it's way too slow with what kind of, like how he's played, so... I guess I'm leaning towards he's some kind of Reno mage, but you know, running kind of more of a tempo mage shell. No, that's the second fireball, so I guess it's a tempo mage with a really slow opening.
Warriors, come out to play.
Authority 11, thanks for the resub. 24 months, the 2-year anniversary. Welcome back to the Strife crew. Here is a Crowfist. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's kind of what we were going for, right? So he's actually much more all-in than it looks as a tempo mage. That's a pretty good card. We're gonna start snowballing here. And it's hard for him to burn us out, so we need some answer for Archmage Antonidas or Ragnaros, depending on what he's running. Cabal's Tome isn't that scary because we have a lot of healing to counter spells, and we can still grind out Cabal's Tome just with Jade cards.
Shiny.
I'm assuming he's running Archmage. Run player on Flame Strike. This does 3 damage and this can do 3 damage. But then I don't want to waste the heal, so I'm not going to play a second Jinyu. I have 3 AoEs in my hand, so having a second Jinyu on board is not smart.
Someday I'll be just like you.
There's all his tempo. kind of poor rolls for us, unfortunately. 2 fireballs potential with Archmage, maybe even more. I mean, we can save Devolve to get the effect off on Archmage. And we have some healing, so we can still beat Archmage.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
We hunger for vengeance.
Deny 1 coin with the claws, 4 damage for a coin. I think that's worse. And I lose my claws as well for that play. I think I'm likely gonna devolve here because I stop his draw and I hopefully kill Archmage with the board.
Who's going now?
That worked out. We'll have Bran for this later, or Bran Chieftain. SC2 is kind of dead now. That's true. I actually like watching Smash. I don't really play it, but Smash is definitely fun to watch. You know, I think if I had a Claws, I can keep Double Thing and just some kind of Claw Spirit or Jade. I could just spam Hero Power and like even coin Hero Power. And then just play the Double Thing from Blood at some point for like 2 mana each. That pretty much crushes Rogue. But I was too scared of Dyna Buccaneer, and I still need Hex and Devolve against Rogue, so this is fine. I keep Maelstrom because it doesn't kill Patches, or it kills Patches, doesn't kill Small Time Buccaneer. And if I have Jade Claws or Spirit Claws, I don't need the Maelstrom Pearl, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, here I played J Claw's turn 2 instead of Hero Power because I want to take that turn to evolve, or to overload on 3 so I can curve out.
Elements guide.
I didn't get that much pressure going. I think one of my turns I ended up having a blank turn because I rolled the wrong totem, like the 1/1, right? It died with the knife. Most times it would die knife over 2 turns.
Too soon.
Thank you.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
This is pretty good for Devolve here. Wow.
There's little time.
Thinking of coining out the Spirit Claws, players run Hex Sap number 2 a little bit more. But this gives me more flexibility on my mana next turn. And also another thing is I want to play J Calls ASAP because it gives me a 4/4, right? And it only costs 2 mana, maybe 3 if you count the overload. So it doesn't really make sense to play Spirit Calls ever like before the J Calls. It takes 3 turns to use. This guy gets like, I guess I just wouldn't use the Spirit Calls for 3 turns. I'd just probably attack once and play J Calls turn after, but need some of those heal spells soon.
Elements guide me. Elements guide me.
We're kind of playing for tempo. So I kind of want to use Hex instead of Devolve, but I kind of wanted to silence the Blood Mage as well. The only thing is I can't kill concealed minions now. But then Hex costs 3 is the problem, and I want to play a lot of minions. I needed to play the J Claws as well.
I'm in charge now.
It's not too many minions left over here. I need to pick up my brand for the snowball turns and things from below. This is kind of good because they'll cycle me into those. I don't have mana for now though.
Elements guide me.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Give me a quest.
Okay, that's pretty lucky. I think I should have saved the Devolve the more I think about it. The way I played, because I played an extra 4/4, I tried to pressure Rogue, but I could have won this game through Fatigue. The weird thing is I didn't get any heal cards and no thing from below, and it's already been 17 cards. This is really good though. He still has Leroy Coldblood, is 10, 11, and 2 Eviscerates. And I'm getting very close to dying. Hex doesn't really stop anything if I hex my own minions to get frogs because Wicked Knife kills them. Oh, it's killing me anyways. Oh. I knew I was really close to dying. I thought this was gonna save me. I guess this would make sense that would save me. It's 2 backstabs left. Okay, good, he didn't kill me. He could have killed me, possibly, in his deck with the double Eviscerate there. Oh, Maelstrom. That's my only out. Aw. Let's try to get a taunt.
You win this one.